Alright, so this is just going to be a quick unboxing of the new DBXL. I'm not going to go through a lot of stuff because, quite frankly, I can't wait 30 minutes to get into this, so we're going to go through it pretty quick. Oh boy, I'm already excited. Manual here. All one, maybe. Oh, wow. These two boxes out of the way. We'll move that to there. Put this bad boy back up there. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's see what we got in the boxes here. Got our DX2E remote. Very nice. Got throttle trim, steering trim, steering rate. What we got in here? We got some batteries, oil, and this is surprising. They actually supply receiver batteries. That's amazing. I mean, when you spend $1,000 on something, you would expect to get everything, you know, something that costs them $1. So let's see what we got here. We got, this is going to be our star bit slash probably wheel key. We got our, oh, it's a nickel metal RX battery. We'll definitely have to upgrade this to a LiPo soon, but for now we'll play. Some Allen wrenches, very nice. And mine, this is probably for the LiPo or the nickel metal battery. Now this tool here, which this is actually going to be for the wheel nuts. And then we have high performance 2-cycle oil. Awesome. Oh, it's the Dynamite engine. I see, 23cc. Nice little K&N air filter there. I like it. First things first, let's start charging this. Ten, 11, 12 pins. Wow. And still some more apparently. Air filter. pain in the ass. Hope we don't have to do that often. Gas here about 10 times. One more. Alright, we got a choke lever. We're going to flip down because we're cold. Make sure we got control of everything. That's why it's up against the tire in case it wants to run off. Try and get it started. Oh, there it goes. Popped off. Yeah. Very laggy. You really got to set the rings on that piston before it wants to go. That's why you really need to break it in. Wow. My steering is reversed. Alright, good. Don't really want to give it more than half throttle for the initial period. Trying to get it piston seated real good.
All right, I want to start off by saying that I haven't been this excited for something in quite some time, and in return, this disappointed in something in quite some time. But with that being said, what runtime I have gotten out of this, I've had nothing but a smile on my face, for sure. But with that being said, we'll start off with the issues. So I proceeded to break in the engine. I got about halfway through the first tank of gas, and the motor was slipping so bad that it maybe went 10 miles an hour. So I proceeded to access the clutch. And in return to access the clutch, I have to remove these two set screws here, which were stripped, allowing me to not be able to remove them. So I had to press out the brake levers and press them back in. So I was able to access the clutch. Looked good, didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, cleaned it out a little bit, put it back together, and proceeded to drive it with the same problem. So I said, okay, well, then maybe it's the center diff. Let's look at that next. Trying to troubleshoot here. Proceeded to pull the rear bulkhead off, and the first two screws that I pulled out look like this. It's like, okay, wow, that's not good. And oh, and not to mention too, the front diff leaking quite good, as you can see here. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let's contact Horizon Hobby. This is quite a bit to deal with for something that I just spent this much money on and have barely made it through half a tank of gas. So I called them. They're going to take care of it, replace the parts necessary, even throw in a little bit extra for me to kind of compensate me for my time, which I greatly appreciate, obviously. In the meantime, I've tried to make this work while I'm waiting on the parts. I've had a lot of issues with these drive pins. The set screws just do not hold. So I came up with the idea that I'm going to wrap the collars in high quality electrical tape. About 3 to 4 passes. And I tell you what, I've had set screws come loose, and that centrifugal force does not throw the pins out. So that has been a lifesaver. And now on my rear drive shaft to differential, I'm using a nut bolt combination. Because I have the clearances to do so. As for the front, I do not have the clearances to use a nut bolt combination because of the steering linkages. From lock to lock, they hit, they catch, and bad things will happen if you decide to do that and then drive it and not check first. just from experience. So, with that being said, I've ordered a NGK Iridium spark plug for this. I have a LOSI tuned pipe coming with the rest of my care package from Horizon Hobby. I've ordered a billet velocity stack. For this, and I've actually ordered a cheaper velocity stack, which is not quite so aerodynamic, but then in the same sense, one was $10 and one was $60. So we're going to test them, see the differences. I obviously know which one's going to be better just by looking at it, but I would like to see. My goal is to do everything I possibly can to this 23cc motor. And everything I do to this is good up to a 30.5 cc motor. So therefore, when I'm done, I will upgrade the motor to a 30 cc motor. Maybe get some head work done, some sort of race modifications, transfer everything over, and that will be the next stage. But for now, we're going to see how far we can take this 23cc motor with what mechanical ability that I have as far as modifications. We might break into it and do some port polishing. I don't know if I'm going to go that far on this. That's probably going to be something more for the next motor. But, you know, if we have a hard winter and I get bored, yeah, why not? But anyway, so here's some video of my drive time and so on and so forth. And as soon as I get my care package and some of my hop-up components, my next video will be all about upgrades and the performance you can expect from them. And that is what I'm looking forward to.